This one is definitely my favorite. Holy rigatoni. These look just like the rigatoni pasta. It's so interesting. It actually smells a little bit on the sweeter side of the house. We are trying out one of my favorite Korean dishes. Arguably one of my favorites. There's a few of my favorites, but this one is definitely my favorite. And it is Tteokbokki flavored snacks. And I got these from a local supermarket. I got it from Berkeley Bowl. And they are so enticing. I love these gooey rice cakes with the spicy flavors in it. For those of you tuning in for the first time, I'm Yun. At NoshFinder, we are here to bring people together through flavors. And in this episode, we are going to be trying out these Korean snacks. So tteokbokki is actually a stir-fried rice cake, and it's a really popular Korean food, which is these long white cylinder-shaped rice cakes and usually served in a lot of street food dishes. Tteok is actually a Korean word for rice cakes, and bokki is the Korean word for fried. Usually fish cakes, boiled eggs, and scallions are some of the ingredients usually paired with this dish. Usually this rice cake dish can be seasoned with either a spicy chili paste called gochujang, which you can check up here for Nosh facts when I did gochujang flavored Lay's. It's the most common form, and there's a less common form, which is a non-spicy soy sauce based sauce. So tteokbokki first appeared back in the 19th century in a cookbook, and royalty actually ate this dish. The original form was definitely not the spicy version that we know today, but is more of the brown and plain type with like the white rice cakes, some sirloin, which is actually not bad to have some sirloin, sesame oil, soy sauce, some scallions, some rock tripe, pine nuts, and some toasted ground sesame seeds. And that's about it. But the way that the original spicy version came about and the gochujang base that we all love and know today was actually appearing back in the 1950s when someone actually accidentally dropped rice cakes in a spicy hot sauce and found it to be really good and started selling it. And after this version was sold, it actually became one of the most popular types of tteokbokki dish out there. So fast forward today, this rice cake dish is actually very popular in street food stalls and restaurants, and there's so many different varieties and ways of how this dish is prepared. You can have boiled eggs or pan-fried dumplings, which I absolutely love, and you can have it like with ramen and instant noodles, which actually provides that chewy texture. You can have it with seafood, you can have short ribs, and lots of different additions depending on the restaurant you go to, and each vendor actually has its own unique way of presenting it. There's actually even a cheese and curry and cream sauce version, which is really, really interesting. But I gotta say, my favorite has to be the gochujang based one. And I love these chewy rice cakes with gochujang because gochujang is this chili powder and glutinous rice fermented type of taste. When you mix it together with the rice cake, some magic happens where there's actually some savory and spicy meets sweet to make an amazing dish. And when you add all those other toppings to it, it's absolutely delicious. So I'm really excited to see how these snacks taste. I just love this dish so much. So let's see if it even tastes close to it. So let's find out. All right, so we have this bag of tteokbokki snacks. I'm really excited to try these out. In the front is the delicious rice cakes that we see with that yummy spicy sauce. You can see a little bit of this enlarged version of what the snack would look like. They almost make it look like the actual rice cake. When I flip it to the back, the ingredients include some wheat flour, some palm oil, starch syrup, some hot spice seasonings, some Korean hot pepper paste, some rice flour, some paprika, and some artificial flavors, and that's mainly it. There's quite a other few ingredients that you just can't pronounce. All right, so let's open it up and see how it tastes. Okay. Whoa, holy rigatoni. These look just like the rigatoni pasta. It's so interesting. Yeah, it looks just like rigatoni. It has, it looks like it's kind of like fried, a little airy, and it has little specks of like parsley, and it's pretty red from that gochujang spicy sauce. So I'm really excited to try it out. All right, when I smell it, I do not smell anything at all. It actually smells a little bit on the sweeter side of the house with a little bit of that sugary coating, which is interesting because that's not really what tteokbokki is. But let's try it out and see how it tastes. Cheers! First of all, far from it. It's so sad. It doesn't taste like tteokbokki at all. It's too sweet. It has like a sugary coating, so it almost tastes like a sweet, crispy snack versus a savory, spicy type of snack that I was really hoping and craving for. But overall, it just tastes like a kind of like a crispy, almost like those turtle chips, but it's like a crispy texture. Immediately, it's just mainly all sweetness. It's like almost like a candy coating in a certain way. It's like a caramelized type of coating. So it's more on the sweeter side and not much savory saltiness at all. There's a hint of spiciness at the end, which was the interesting part about it. But it's just not the savory rice cakes that I really love. I wouldn't say the snack tastes bad, but it just doesn't taste close to it at all. So just kind of disappointed with this snack. Doesn't really taste like what I would think it would be. So that I would give this snack a NoshFinder rating of 2 out of 5. So overall, it's a no for me, but if you are curious and trying this snack out, if you love tteokbokki like I do, or if you like actually something a little bit on the sweeter, crunchier side as a snack, definitely go to Berkeley Bowl and try it out and let me know what you think. What is your favorite Korean dish that you would love to see in a snack? Leave a comment below and let me know. Thanks for tuning in today at NoshFinder. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to follow me on the daily, be sure to check me out on Instagram at NoshFinder, and I will see you next time on the next snack review.